morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've got news of a brand new product which is coming out, which looks very, very cool indeed. And we've got some other good pieces of news, one of which I am especially excited about, but we'll get to that one when we get to it in a moment. So, starting off then, this brand new product I'm talking about, it is the Alcove Click Deckbox, which are being made by Ultra Pro. And I've been pretty clear over the past few years that some of the Ultra Pro products they've been releasing have been not good, but lately they've really been trying to make an effort, it seems, to make much cooler products, and I think a lot of the time they are succeeding. So what we've got here is a series of, well, 3 deck boxes, one themed around Kanto, one themed around Sinnoh, and one themed around Galar. This all, of course, makes perfect sense because you've got Gen 1, the original, Gen 4, Remix just came out, and Gen 8, the most recent, proper gen. So all of this makes perfect sense, and if you were going to pick 3 gens to do, these would be the ones. Will they do more gens in the future? Maybe. But the point is, you open these up, and essentially what you've got is just a fairly standard alcove deck box. It opens up, the lid comes all the way off so you can really get on in there, and it will fit your deck quite nicely, and that's all lovely. And it holds up to 100 standard size trading cards, double sleeved in Ultra Pro deck protector sleeves, although honestly, any of them, it doesn't need to be Ultra Pro. Features a strong magnetic closure and a dual thumb notches for easy access to your deck. Don't look over that, by the way. Being able to get your deck out easily without damaging the cards is a pretty big deal. But what you can do is pop on your favourite magnetic badges and replace them with other badges. So you get these 4 magnetic badges in each of them that essentially can be used to sub in and out. So in your Gen 1, your Kanto one, you've got your 3 first partner Pokemon, your Squirtle, Charmander and Bulbasaur, plus obviously Pikachu. And yes, they're the Ken Sugimori stock artwork. We know they're going to be its Ultra Pro. You've then got your Gen 4, which features your first partner Pokemon, Turtwig, Chimchar and Piplup, but then you've got Riolu in there. And then for Gen 8, you've got your first partner Pokemon, your Grookey, Sobble and Scorbunny, but you've also got Yamper in there, or Yampy Boy as I like to call him. And basically, that's what you've got. But you've got the changeable badges. I'm sorry, I just think this is cool. If we look at the deck box as a whole, you can see there that you've got Sinnoh Pokemon written on, or, the appropriate, depending on which generation it is. And then on the inside of the little flip top, you've got the energy symbols, Pokeball symbols, and your silhouettes of the first partner Pokemon, all being just used in there. Seems like the energy symbols are all water, grass, and fire, because they are, of course, the first partner Pokemon. And I just think these are really cool. These seem like a real step up on what we've seen before, so yeah. This looks really fun, ladies and gentlemen. This looks really fun indeed. This is something which I think we can all actually get a little bit excited about, which is not always what I say when we talk about Ultra Pro products, so yeah. I think this is very cool, and I think this is something that we should be looking out for. I might pick one of these up. Problem is, I don't know which one to go for. My heart says Sinnoh, but I've been playing through a bunch of Sinnoh games lately, so I don't know. Maybe that's swaying me just a little bit. Now, in news which is especially exciting to me, there is a new CoroCoro promo coming. I'm a big fan of CoroCoro magazine as a whole. I like to buy it. I'm not that good at reading it yet, but I'm learning. I'm getting there. And one day, when I finally can read it properly, I'm going to have a big stack of them to read, and that's going to make me very happy. But they do cool promos. They stamp them. It's a thing that makes me super jealous that, unfortunately, we don't get these kind of things over here. We just don't, and that's really quite annoying. But when you buy the upcoming issue of CoroCoro magazine, it is releasing on the 21st of April, you get yourself a Manphy promo. How cool is that? And it's got the CoroCoro stamp there, which is rather lovely, and it's a kind of a standard thing. Now, if you're wondering how we're getting this, it's not guaranteed, but almost certainly going to be a blister promo, because that's what we tend to see. So, one of the one-pack blisters for Astral Radiance has gone and been confirmed as having the Oricorio, That's the CoroCoro Oricorio, which never fails to bring a smile to my face. That one is coming out as an Astral Radiance 1-pack blister, which is extremely cool. We just saw in Brilliant Stars that we had Flapple in the 1-pack blisters. That was a previous CoroCoro promo. And, I mean, we've seen these a bunch, right? Snorlax was a CoroCoro promo, and that released as part of the 3-pack blisters. Back in Chilling Reign, we saw the Ice Cube was a CoroCoro promo. That was a 3-pack blister back in Evolving Skies. So this tends to happen. If anybody's wondering, we are still missing one. We are still currently missing the Regigigas, which was a CoroCoro promo in the February issue, so 4 months before the Manphy. At some point, and I do have this Regigigas and it is beautiful, so at some point this Regigigas will be coming along almost certainly as a blister promo. The fact of the matter is, these do tend to take a little while to get to us, so I wouldn't be too worried. We've just got the Flapple, we're about to get the Oricorio, we'll get the Regigigas and the Manphy in due course. They never end up being particularly good cards, but that's not really the point. They're just cool promos, and I, for one, am delighted. I suppose I should quickly tell you what the Manphy does, shouldn't I? Translation from the lovely Alpha TCG. For a single colourless energy, look at your opponent's hand, select up to 2 basic Pokemon you find there and put them on your opponent's bench. This actually could be kind of interesting, because you could end up benching Pokemon like Lumineon as an example, that your opponent actually doesn't want to bench now. They want to save it so they can bench it in a minute and use the ability. So you could actually, done right, this could completely screw your opponent, because if they've got no good stuff in their hand other than Lumineon and you bench it for them, that could actually lock them out of the game. Or you just fill up their bench with Pokemon they don't want, tech Pokemon they weren't planning to bench, etc. It's an interesting and annoying attack, and I could see it played as a one-off for that. For 2 energy, 1 water, 1 colourless, it does 40 damage, plus 20 to one of your opponent's bench. Let's not worry about that one. But I do like that first attack, just to mess with your opponent and bench Pokemon they don't want benched. That could be fun. But speaking of cool promos, well, kind of cool promos, we finally have news of the 1-pack blisters that are coming around in Astral Radiance. These are the check lane blisters. For a while, we've not known what these are. We didn't have these revealed at the same time as the others, or at least if they were, I completely missed them. But now they are coming back, and now we finally get a look. And the fact of the matter is, like we've come to expect, what we tend to see here is just straight reprints. We've got Swampert and Feraligatr, and unfortunately, these are just a Swampert and Feraligatr from Fusion Strike. And I do appreciate that they've kept it nice and uniform. And I really appreciate that they are 2 of the ones from Fusion Strike. They tend to do this. They tend to pick 2 cards from a fairly recent set and whack them in as promos. But the fact of the matter is, these are the very definition of inessential products. What you tend to get here, along with your 0 Aura Coin, is you get 3 cards and a booster. But they're not promo numbered, and they don't have a different holo pattern, and they don't have different artwork. They don't have a Black Star promo symbol. These are just cards from the set. Just literal, identical reprints of cards from the set. And the fact is, as soon as you open these, you've got 3 regular cards and a regular booster pack. And I just can't get on board with that. That is not something that makes me happy. So, yeah. If you particularly want the Swampert or Feraligatr, do it. And if you want to keep them sealed as a little collector's piece, do it. But if you're just buying product to open, don't do this. Get the 1-pack blisters with the better promos, like the CoroCoro Oricorio. For what it's worth, the Swampert, you may attach a water or fighting energy to one of your Pokemon once per turn, which is a cool ability, but it's on a stage 2, so it doesn't really get played. Free energy, 180 plus 20 to each of your bench, no. Feraligatr again has a very underwhelming attack. Free energy, 140, discard an energy from your opponent's active is meh. And the ability I adore, flip a coin when you evolve into it. If heads, discard the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. If tails, discard the top 5 cards of yours. But firstly, it's flipping, and secondly, it's on a stage 2, so it doesn't really see any play. Which is honestly kind of annoying. But hey ho, they're coming and now you know. For me, the real excitement is Manphy. I want that Manphy. I will be buying that magazine and I'll be adding it to my burgeoning CoroCoro collection, and that will make me very happy. But I want to know what you think about all of this, ladies and gentlemen, about those new deck boxes, about the Manphy, and about these one-pack blisters. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, or you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.